Hello, welcome back to the Graduate Nurse Success Series podcast with your host, Liam Caswell. I hope you are well. I'm so excited to be here. This is episode 3 of the Grad Nurse Success Series. I would love for you to come and tell me over on Instagram at High Performance Nursing. If you're not following us, what are you doing? Come and tell us what you are taking away from this podcast series. My intention with this is to help you succeed in your graduate applications in 2023. And I hope to serve all of you in some way, shape, or form. So please, you sharing this with your peers, your university, your nursing society is an amazing, amazing thing. And I'm truly, truly grateful. I see some of you sharing it online. Thank you very much. The more people that see this, the more people that will get the help. Please don't gatekeep, because someone told me this week, I'm not sharing it because it's too good. And I don't want other people to know all the tips, tricks. That's not a nice nursing thing to do. Okay, telling you off. Don't do that. Share it. Everybody deserves support and help. Okay. So today we're talking about landing a grad as an international nurse. So we've talked about graduate programs. We talked about specialty programs. Now I want to cover how you land a job as an international graduate nurse. And I want to say hello to the international graduate nurses because I am an international nurse. I'm not an international graduate nurse, but I was an international nurse just like you. Had to come to Australia, navigate it all, work it all out, learn the systems, question why everything was totally different, question some Australian infection control practices, but we won't go there. And then I had to get my APRA and get a job and all of the things. So although I didn't do this as a graduate, I have lived experience doing it as a nurse. So I feel best placed to help you achieve your graduate nursing goals. So what I want you to tackle today, couple of things, 4 main things. What options are available to you as an international graduate nurse? How do you stand out from the pack? The unique challenges that you're going to face as an international graduate nurse that others will not face, and what not to do, okay, as we move forward. And then I'll give you, if you stick to the end, I'll give you some tips about how I can help you make sure that you land your dream graduate role. So number 1, what options are available to you? Now, if you're like every other graduate nurse that I've spoken to, international graduate nurse, you are going to tell me things like, I'm an international graduate nurse. I can't get a graduate program. I've heard that I can't do a specialty program. I'm not able to do X, Y, and Z. It's really difficult for me to get a job. And then my question always is who told you that? And usually it's your peers, right? Usually it's other people, or maybe it's graduates that have gone before you. But what I want to offer to you is that those graduates don't have high performance nursing in their back pocket, helping them move through everything. So times are changing, my friend. And yeah, maybe at some point in time, it was really, really difficult for international graduate nurses to land their dream job. But what I want to offer to you today is that you can do whatever the hell you want. You can do all of it. If you want to get into the public system, you can. If you want to get into the private system, you totally can. You want to go to community or a specialty program, you can do all of it. I know it's fabulous. Okay, so let's not believe all of the rubbish that is floating around, all of these thoughts that people try and impose on you that are trying to keep you in this scarcity, worried mindset where you're thinking, I've just spent $100,000 to do a degree and now I can't get a job because nowhere will take me. It's totally possible and doable. Okay, so we have worked with people just like yourself that are international nurses from Korea, China, India, the Philippines, Nepal, all over Europe, New Zealand, international. It's international, right? All of these people, and we've worked with all of them and we've helped them land their dream graduate role. So how do you do this? How do you stand out from the pack? If you've been on our website, you'll notice that we have a couple of video testimonials. I strongly encourage you to go and watch one of those if you're an international nurse and you need to build belief in your abilities to do it. Because we've worked with heaps of incredible internationals. But Rosa was kind enough to do us a video testimonial. I want you to go and watch that video testimonial. Rosa joined us. She's an international graduate nurse. She's based up in Queensland. And she came to me with all of the fears that all of you have. I'm not confident, I'm not capable, my English isn't good, and I also don't know that I can get my dream job, which was pediatrics, because I'm in an international, and I've heard that everybody says you can't get a dream job in pediatrics. And she came to me and I said, sure, not a problem, let's help you. And she joined our graduate career launch program, by the way, which is open at the moment. So we got to work in the GCLP, and how she stood out from the pack was that, first of all, this is what most of you are skipping over, we built her belief. We built her belief in her abilities to be able to achieve her dream graduate role. So we started working on her mindset. We started challenging thoughts like, I'm not good at speaking English, which was total rubbish. Go and watch the video. Her English is incredible. Thoughts like, I'm not capable of getting my dream pediatric job. Again, total rubbish. Go and watch the video, right? So I want you to really think about, what is it that you're telling yourself that's not actually true? What are you telling yourself that's stopping you from being able to make your dreams a reality? That's the first thing. The second thing was, we jazzed up her applications. So we took her CV, her cover letter, her selection criteria, and we asked Rosa what made her unique and different. And as we identified all of these things, her strengths, the things that really make her unique for an employer to want, we started crafting out this amazing high-performing CV, cover letter, selection criteria. And from there, she started building more belief in her abilities to land her dream graduate job. And then as we moved through and we started applying for more and more jobs, she started getting really positive feedback from the hospitals. Now, I want to make this crystal clear. She did not put out the same CV, cover letter, selection criteria to all of the jobs. She applied for 10 roles. She put out tailored and tweaked and adapted application documents for each one. She took the time to tailor and tweak them all instead of just spraying and praying, okay? If you spray and pray and you send your application out to all of these programs and they're all the same as an international graduate nurse, they will sniff it out a mile away and they will not give you the opportunity. So we tailored and tweaked each one of them, and we supported her with that in the GCLP because she was busy on internship, right? So we supported her through that. We applied for these programs and she started building more belief because she started getting interview requests for public and private hospitals. I know, imagine that. Not only did she get interview requests from public and private hospitals in Queensland, she also got them in New South Wales, ACT, Tasmania, I believe, and I think she did WA and Victoria as well. I might have missed one. But did you just hear what I said? She had multiple interviews for multiple public and private graduate programs across the country. So if you're an international nurse that's in here thinking, I've got to do aged care, I really don't want to do it, it's my only option, send this to an international nurse that you know that needs to hear this today. Because what Rosa did was, she just really lent into our process that we teach in the GCLP. She applied, she tailored, she tweaked, she made herself irresistible to the employer. She made it silly for them to say no, okay? And when she did that, when she positioned herself as one of the best quality hires in this process, and then she went to interview and she used everything that we taught her in the interview coaching process, she nailed it. So she applied for 10 jobs. I think she had 8 interviews and she got 5 job offers. 5 job offers as an international graduate nurse. Now, this is not unique to Rosa. We've had multiple graduate nurses that are internationals come in and get multiple job offers in public and private programs. So it's just not factually true. I'm just going to keep repeating, it's not true that you can't. You can, with the right strategy, tools, and support. So Rosa got 5 job offers, and not only did she get 5 job offers, right, she got an incredible offer in a public hospital system in Queensland, and she was she texted me on the day that she started her job, and she said, Liam, I've just realised I'm so emotional because I've just realised that I am the only international graduate nurse that they took in the paediatric public hospital program in Queensland. Let that drop. The only one. Now, there's lots of thoughts that I have about that because we should be taking more. I think that's very important to acknowledge. Diversity and all of that, and don't even get me started on diversity in hiring and all of the things, because when you look at these pictures of graduate programs in a lot of these states and territories, there are a lot of people that look like me, very white, white and pasty, and I don't think that we're representative of the diversity of the graduate workforce in Australia. But that's for another day. I digress. But what I want you to acknowledge here and to hear is that she was able to get to that place because she went all in on her dreams. She didn't think it was going to just land on her lap. She also didn't just spray and pray. She didn't believe all of the brain rubbish that her brain was giving her, like all those negative thoughts. She had worked through all of them. She exposed herself to multiple opportunities. She kept trying and trying and trying. She applied, she interviewed for 8 of them and got 5 job offers, and she landed her dream pediatric offer. Things like that don't just happen through luck. So if you're somebody that's thinking she's lucky, she's just lucky. It's not luck, my friend. It is strategy, it's hard work, it's perseverance, it's trying, it's being willing to move forward, and it's being willing to risk not getting it. That is how you set yourself apart from other people as an international graduate nurse. Now, Rosa in her testimonial says if she didn't have the GCLP, she doesn't know what would have happened. And I truly believe that to be true. The reason why we set this program up is because people like Rosa were coming to me many years ago and they were out of work. They didn't have jobs, okay? So this is some of the unique challenges that are faced by international graduate nurses. And we have some graduate nurses in our program that didn't come and join the GCLP. And then they applied for the grad programs and they didn't get the grad program. I've got some background noise, apologies, people are renovating. And then they didn't get their dream graduate program. And what happened is that they were left jobless. And they were in this place where they were like, what do I do? How do I move forward? I don't know what I'm doing. I did all this training, I spent all this money, and now I'm not making any money. So that's one of the unique challenges that you guys are going to face as international nurses. There is discrimination, there is bias towards Australian nationals, which, you know, is good and bad. There's pros and cons to that for sure. The other thing that you're facing is that if you do not get into a first round, like into a graduate program, it is harder to land a job after you miss that boat. So if you don't get into a graduate program, public or private, and then you're trying to find roles after they've all closed and they've all fulfilled the positions, trust me, we have people in our programs that are working through that. It's hard. It's very, very hard. So I want you to hear me loud and clear. It is better to go all in at the start when these programs are open and you have all the opportunities than to wait and just hope that you're going to make it and then wait until afterwards. Trust me, it doesn't matter how many people tell you we're desperate for nurses, we have nurses hemorrhaging left, right and centre, we need more nurses. It doesn't matter. They only have a certain number of graduate FTE positions available within each program that they can hire to. And once they've filled that quota, it doesn't matter if there's 300 vacancies in that hospital, they're not going to open them up mostly to graduate nurses. They're going to try and fill them other ways before they'll take graduates into them. So I want you to be crystal clear on the fact that you will face unique challenges as an international nurse and that it's better for you to set yourself up for success preventatively, proactively, than reactively at the end when you're like, oh my God, I've got 100K worth of debt. How do I do this? What do I do? Where do I go? Now, one thing that I need to tell you all of what not to do is, one, wait until you've not landed the job to take it seriously, okay? So don't do that. Proactively do all of the work ahead of time and make the time to set yourself up for success. The other thing that I need to just make crystal clear here is that I don't want you to do is I don't want you to finish your degree and then go and apply for what I've heard in the industry is a work-ready support program where you pay $10,000, another $10,000, another 10K to do 4 weeks of unpaid work where you may or you may not get a job at the end of it. I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with international nurses who have come to me and said, Liam, I didn't land a job and I don't know what to do and I've signed up for this work-ready support program. And it's like 10 grand. It's ridiculous. It's so much money. And you're basically paying to go and work in a hospital for free. So you're paying for another placement, but you've already done 3 years of placement. So why do you need another placement to prove that you're good enough? It makes no logical sense for me. Most of these people that do these programs don't land jobs. Some of them do, okay? But I've worked with a handful of them that have not. I also have a huge pool of people that come to me that say, Liam, I've done this program and I haven't got a job. What do I do next? And I say, we've got to apply. We're going to make sure that you're irresistible to the employer. We've got to do your CV cover letter selection criteria. We've got to get creative. We've got to show them why you're the best fit. And they quit on themselves because they're so fed up of having to keep working for free that they don't even think it's possible, that they've lost all belief. So please promise me, as an international nurse, you will not do one of these programs. There are cheaper, more effective, guaranteed ways to get you into the job system as a nurse, into the industry, where you don't have to sell yourself and you don't have to work for free. Okay, so please don't do that to yourself. Okay, I'm begging you, don't do that. And I'm not begging you to not do that to come work with me. If you choose to come work with me, that's incredible because we guarantee your results. But if you don't choose to come work with me, just please don't go and work with those other people. Don't do that to yourself. You don't need that. You just need a better application. You need a better CV cover letter selection criteria. You need better interview tactics and strategies. And you need to learn how to sell yourself. That's what you need. You don't need another 4 weeks of busting your guts on the ward, being treated like an AIN for 4 weeks when you're a qualified EN or RN. Don't do it to yourself, okay? So, if you're an international graduate nurse, there are so many options available to you. It's very exciting. Never before has there been options like there are now for you. So I want you to really hear that. You can do public-private, you can nurse on your terms. You can create a nursing career that you want and that you will love. We just got to jump over some other hurdles, okay? Of course, one hurdle I didn't mention, which is a given, is visa and getting people to sign you onto a visa. But most of you tend to have that sorted. Just keep that in the forefront of your mind. If you're asking someone to sponsor you for a visa, you've got to make it super appealing. You can't just be like, I need a nursing job. You got to show them why you're the best person to sponsor, okay? So if you're somebody that is an international nurse, you're finishing your grads this year in 2023, and you're thinking, what the hell? Where do I go? What do I do? How do I apply? I've never done a CV before. I've never done a cover letter. I don't know how to write selection criteria. I'm stressed about interview. Will I get a job? Won't I get a job? I've got bills to pay. Come and talk to me. Come and join. First of all, you need to download our International Graduate Nurse Career Application Guide. Download that. It's free. It will get you started, okay? But it's just a starting point. And then from there, I want you to book a call with me to have a chat about your career, your options, and how we can best help you. Go to our website, www.liamcaswell.com/GCLP, www.liamcaswell.com/GCLP. Look at our GCLP program. Hit me an email, ask me any questions, come onto Instagram, let's chat, let's explore where you are in your international graduate nursing career and make sure that you have all of the options available to you when you finish up. Imagine getting 5 job offers for public and private programs that you really, really want. That is possible for you, my friend, as an international graduate nurse. We can help you achieve all of that within the GCLP. If you're somebody that wants all the support, come and join us. Let's have a chat and we'll take it from there. But otherwise, if you're not an international graduate nurse, please share this with a classmate because I know you've got an international graduate nurse in your class. Please share it with them. I will be forever grateful, and I will see you in next week's Graduate Nurse Success Series. Thank you so much for watching the High Performance Nursing Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for all future video notifications. If you want to dive deeper into this work, please come and join us in the High Performance Nursing membership. All the links are in the comments below. We would love to see you there and help you thrive within your nursing life, career, and mindset. Let's do this.